Hello, hello everybody. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna wait a little bit, get some people on here. Wait for some people to join because it is a Tuesday, and to be quite honest, I'm tired. I thought that this Tuesday was going to be nice and easygoing, but to be quite honest, it's been a crazy Tuesday for me. Getting the kids ready for school, getting everything wrapped up from the weekend. We are flowing. We're going to be talking about a few different things today, actually. We're going to be talking about healing journeys and how everyone's healing journey is different, and how everything is not exactly a straight line and linear like we all expect it to be and want it to be. And unfortunately, it's not like that. It's typically a few steps forward and many steps back and sometimes zigzags, and that's okay. It's still valid. It doesn't negate any of the work that's been done just because there's hard days. So we're going to talk about a lot of that, and we're going to talk about not feeling shameful and what that looks like, and the truth, the love, and the support that comes out of it as a result as well. But before we get started, first, let's do some housekeeping stuff. On the Linktree currently, there are 3 discount codes. I'm going to have them active until the end of this week, and then after that, those are going to leave, and we're going to have new ones that are going to cycle through. So currently, there is 50% off for your first box of The Farmer's Dog. So all of you pet lovers out there, like myself, go ahead on there if you're interested. We also have 20% off for those of you who like FabFitFun boxes. You can go ahead and try that out. It's right on the Linktree. And then also there is $80 off for anyone that's interested in doing therapy of any type. You can utilize the $80 off with or without insurance. That is not an issue at all. And that's via Talkspace, okay? I do think it is very important for anyone to have access to mental health resources. So in addition to the ones that you have access to that are already on my platform, you can go and take another step and get direct access to any types of services that you'd like and apply a discount, because like I told you, we all love discounts out there, especially nowadays. So those are the 3 main ones. Now, in addition to that, super sorry for what happened this past week. I did not mean to launch a chat that was defaulting everyone into it. I know that is super frustrating and extremely annoying for a lot of people, especially when you're in work and you're getting inundated with all these messages that are coming through. Very sorry. That was not the intention. It was supposed to be invite only. And again, it's for the BeYounique community to only come and utilize for mental health, community support, resources. Again, pretty much like a buddy system in a chat. So that's what it's for. I purposely waited to launch it again until this live so that I could talk about it a little bit more. Then I'm going to relaunch it, invite only, and then anyone who wants to be a part of it, go ahead and send over your request. I will approve you right away, and we're going to keep it really nice and peaceful and respectful, because again, that's what matters, and that's what the BeYounique community is for, okay? So please do not be inappropriate in there. Gentlemen, I am super flattered by all of the requests for, you guys want to be sugar daddies and all that. I am super flattered, but honestly, I guess I prefer to work like a dog and make my own money. That is not the life I live. So anyway, and also honestly, I can't be a foot model either because I have tattoos on my feet and you're going to know it's me right away. So that's out too. All right. So housekeeping again. Last live, I spoke about Phoenix Rising. Now, I am very much about the Phoenix Rising. We all are Phoenix Risings from the ashes. So anytime in our lives, we can be breaking, broken, damaged for whatever reason, and it's okay. So the healing process is painful. It is not something that is pleasurable by any means for anyone at any given time. But one of the most important things about it is that you need to do it, and you have to go through it and get it done in order to make sure that it doesn't hit anyone else in the family afterwards. Otherwise, it's toxic, and we don't want that type of toxicity to linger on and carry forward into the next generation and the next generation. So that's important to me. So you'll hear me talk about over and over Phoenix Rising, coming up from the ashes, healing, not being linear, because again, everyone's story is different. So it does need to be person-centered. So one of the places that I got my tattoo from the last live, is First Place Tattoo in Hackettstown. So I will 100% shout them out. They are amazing. I go to Anna over there, and I do anticipate going back for more tattoos because I'm a tattoo girl. That's part of my healing process. I also, one of the places that I do want to shout out as well before we get started with everything is my lash girls. So I am a big fan of pretty much the mindset of being high maintenance to being low maintenance, if that makes sense to a lot of people. I actually make it make sense to me. Otherwise, I can't convince my husband of a lot of things. So that is MJ's Beauty Barn in Green Township, New Jersey. All the places I shout out are in New Jersey currently. I love New York, specifically where my husband's cousins live, but they're far from me, so I can't make it out to see them as much as I'd like. So if I could, I would probably move there, to be quite honest. Anyway, going back to this, New Jersey based right now, so we are going to shout them out because they keep my lashes looking good. I am high maintenance to be low maintenance. I really don't like makeup a lot, so lashes, I do get them done, so I don't wear mascara. And now kind of moving along to the main event, which is what brings us here. Drop some butterflies in as we move forward to know that you are listening and you do agree with this, because we're going to set the vibe here, because I am glad you're here and I'm glad you're going to be healing through the process with me and moving forward. So we want to talk about healing, and we want to talk about why it's not pretty or perfect, but it is super powerful, right? So part of being in the BeYounique community is honoring yourself and the fact that you're real, raw, and unique. So in doing so, you need to understand that you're honoring your story and every single part of you that makes you you. So in doing that, you need to understand that the world has pressured us up until this point of coming here basically and realizing that the part of you that isn't quote unquote polished according to society's standard, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You need to show up just as you are every day and still have that self-love and still enjoy the amount of imperfect growth that's within you, in order to understand that you can bounce back quicker than you ever realized. And it doesn't matter what exactly is breaking you. Majority of my lives are going to be very general because everyone's story is different. But reframing is extremely important when you break. mindset is extremely important. When you break, getting back up and being able to rise is mindset. It's confidence. It's integrity. It's personality. It's perseverance. It's a lot of dedication to the inner work and your core that not many people like to sit with, like we talked about last time, and put in that inner core work to ensure that that exterior part of it is reflective of it. Now, when you start debunking this mindset of the perfect healing process, you soon start to realize, wow, oh my God, I'm not broken. I need time. I am human. There is more to me than what this straight line process of my journey has brought me to. Let me give you an example. Case in point, myself. And I'm going to use myself in a lot of this because I don't think it's relatable unless you have an example, and I will be just as real and raw as possible so you guys can truly understand this. I graduated high school at 17 years old. I swore to everybody I was going to be a nurse. I was a nursing major. I started my career path in nothing but medical practices. I was medical assisting, front office, back office, you name it, credentialing. Anyone at that point in time that knew me would have swore that I would have superseded in the medical field. And honestly, looking back at a simple photo album, now for those of you who are younger, photo albums are hardcore pictures that you flip. I'm being silly. Anyway, point being, it didn't happen that way. I'm not a nurse. I was one of those people that had to work my way through college. I was out on my own, very young, lived, thought I knew everything, okay? Put myself through school, put myself through everything. My degree changed. I graduated as a sociology major because hard knocks of life hit me very fast, and I realized, oh my God, I can't be a nursing major and work full time. And here comes my daughter at a very young age. I was only 23 when I got pregnant. I was 24 years old when my daughter came. Like, extremely young, guys. And I was by myself. My parents weren't helping me. I had no support. It was very, very difficult. So, point being, life takes you into places you never thought it would take you. And when you really are a person who knows how to look inside and realize that it's not perfection and your story doesn't end based off of societal pressures and ideals and values, and there's more, and you rise, you're not only rising one time, you're rising again and again and again. And that resiliency that you start to build because of the hard knocks then creates the person that you're going to be. And that sense of self starts to be your guide. It becomes your morals, it becomes your values, becomes your integrity, and all of that becomes your moral compass that brings you into places that you never thought you would go. So point of all of this is to tell you that my journey, the one that I swore was going to lead me to the place of my final destination, was just merely my starting point. And again, it's just still beginning and still transforming and still going, because as you can see, I'm now a mental health advocate. I just got started with my master's program just shy of a year ago. I'm determined to change lives. I'm determined to make sure that people are never feeling alone. I'm determined to tell everyone, not only my stories, but also other people's stories as well. Because you're gonna see as time goes on, there's a lot of people that haven't been so lucky and were never able to make the mindset shifts that we're gonna talk about, and sadly succumbed to a lot of societal pressures and life pressures, and they're not here to pass along their stories. You need to know how to unlearn some of the healing that's been done in the past in order to relearn some of the lessons that are going to bring you some of life's biggest successes. And there's a lot of safe spaces as you start to develop all of these skills that are going to open you with open arms, that are going to welcome you, with open arms, because community is more than family. Community is more than judgment. Community is more than demands and boundaries and risks and day-to-day judgments. Community is what you make it, honestly. And one of the things that I learned through healing, not only in the past year, but healing pretty much over and over again in the processes that I've done recently. Sorry, you guys are going to hear my dog. He probably sees Amazon. He does not like the Amazon guy at all. He's got a bone to pick with him. Is really what it looks like once you unlearn some of the stuff that you did learn in the beginning, and when you really start to relearn some of the stuff that you need in order to get you to where you need to go. And it's okay. It's okay to not know. It's okay to sometimes walk the path little by little and deal with the unknown as you go, because the unknown is scary. Everybody hates the unknown. Have you realized that majority of people stay in unsafe, unhealthy, and unnecessary environments just because they're afraid of the unknown? Or that's where those sayings come in, where people are like, the grass isn't greener on the other side. And I'm like, okay, it might not be, but I also know myself enough to know that grass is going to be greener wherever the fuck I water it. And just so you guys know, I am going to be that counselor who is extremely real, and I will curse sometimes. I am not perfect by any means. I don't claim to be perfect. I advocate more of the self-compassion first. I am community support second, and then I go off of the rest and resiliency third, because you need that. It is real life, everybody. We are all fighting battles that nobody sees every single day. And I can't tell you how many times I go see people and I go talk to people, and it's that typical like, hey, how's everything doing? Oh, everything's great. Really? It's that bad? Oh my God, Jasmine, how did you know? It's like, don't fake it. It's okay. The more real you are, the better it is, the more relatable it is. Everyone, it is okay. You are not broken. You are human. We need to humanize everything a lot more. You need to speak love into yourself. You need to speak life into yourself. You need to know that, just like I was saying before, like a butterfly in here, you guys are a butterfly in your own storm. You're flying. Everything might be windy sometimes. We all might be like crash coursing into things, but you're still flying. If you need help, you ask for help. It is okay. You talk to the right people, you get the right resources, and we get you right back on course. So, the BeYounique journey is just getting started. Do not fret. Everyone, healing is not linear. It will never be perfect. It is oftentimes extremely, extremely messy. And honestly, That is the beauty in it. It does not feel beautiful when you're going through it at all, but I swear it is beauty once you come out of it. And if you're having trouble finding that beauty, you reach out to me and I guarantee you I will find the beauty for you, or I will at least make you laugh in the process, if nothing else. And I promise you that. I do promise you that. One of the other things I want to speak about real quick is you need to know that you are not defined by these setbacks, okay? Because oftentimes I hear from people all the time is, I can't do this anymore. I'm so beaten down because of X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, you know what? You want to talk about beaten down? We can share stories one day, and I guarantee you I will definitely have you laughing about that. So you will never be too beaten down to get back up. And one of my favorite sayings with that is, if you really do feel like you're at rock bottom, that's the best place to be, because guess what? We're going to skyrocket you right back up. So never, never feel like those setbacks are defining you, because they are never a definition of where you're going. They are just showing you where you have come, and we are going to work about where you're going to go and get you right up there. So in honor of not only my healing, but everyone else's healing, I want you to know it is messy, but we are going to become, and everyone on here is definitely more than enough. So be unique, join the community, share the community out. It is nothing but pure love. I will continue to put the discounts on there. Reach out to me with whatever you need. I will start that community up ASAP, get it going, and just know every step that you guys make is 100% worth honoring. And if you can't find the ways to honor it, reach out to me and I will 100% honor it for you. Be unique, and I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Bye.